Morning, everybody. This is your host, the Crazy Uncle. Today, we're going to be talking about what's to be coming up for November. There's an event coming in November, so grab yourself a drink and let's talk about it. For me, it's a little early, so let's just say it's tomato juice. Anyway, what's going on in November? Same thing that happens every year. Is the challenge, is the No Nut November Challenge. Now, a lot of you probably just rolled your eyes, especially older guys, especially if you're married, you're like, well, I don't nut anyway. Well, yeah, I get it. But this is mainly for those folks who are in desperate need of a reset/reboot. And especially you younger guys out there, this is what you need to work on, okay? A lot of times you put way too much time into the porn, and you want that to last as long as you can, because let's face it, since you can't go outside and enjoy yourself without 10,000 friggin' filters on your face, or face diaper, or American burqa, or whatever the hell people want to call it now, you kind of gotten lazy. It's time for a reboot. Now, the rules for November are pretty simple, okay? First off, it comes down to no self-excretion, okay? I'm trying to be YouTube friendly here, but fuck it. You're not supposed to friggin' jack it, okay? And by the way, women, this happens with you too. No flicking the bean or whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? No self-release, okay? Now, for some people, they're going to go a step further and say, not just no nut November, no whack November, so you can't even watch any porn, okay? Now, that one is dependent on you and you alone, whichever one you want to be at. I do recommend that you at least start with cutting the porn out as much as possible. Now, for those of you who are like, well, okay, I got some issues on that. Hold on, I'm not done with the rules yet. Now, if you're in a relationship where you actually do have sex, so you married guys, I guess you're out. I'm kidding. In any case, when you are actually with your woman, you go for as long as you can without finishing. Now, let her know, because guess what? That's going to drive a lot of women nuts. It always does. If they get you to finish and they don't finish, or let me phrase this right, if they are finishing out, you give her the 10 dick and you freaking get her to that mountaintop 15, 20 times and you don't even finish once, she actually thinks she didn't do her job. Ladies, if you're watching, you did your damn job, okay? Your job is to be there and involve yourself. So if all he's doing is push-ups on top, then you're not involved. You want to do the dead fish, just shoot, go away. We don't need you. Okay, at that point, we can spend less money on a doll. Regardless, you're fine if you're getting some, okay? If you have a night where your mind goes somewhere and you end up all over the place, then that doesn't count as a relapse. It doesn't count as a fallout. That doesn't mean you failed shit. That just means you filled up. Okay? Now, fair warning, for anybody who's been deployed, you know this. After about a week to 2 weeks, you're going to start to ache a little bit. It's just the pressure building up and your body trying to shift all the energy from one side to the other. Okay, it happens. Don't worry about it. That's normal. Don't go to the doctor unless it makes it almost impossible. If it makes it actually difficult to walk, then go see your physician. Now, the easiest way to do this, and it helps out tremendously, I've done it myself several times, is you need to completely change your regimen. Now, if you have a 9 to 5, this might be a little difficult. However, it's doable, okay? Wake up a little earlier and go for a run, or if you're not healthy enough, go for a walk or something. Take the dog for a walk. Or for some of you, take the dog for a pull because you get those. I mean, Jesus, you might as well throw a saddle on the damn thing. But work on your physical. Start going to the gym after work. Change your fucking regiment, your physical regiment. Whatever your physical regiment is, you need to change it. You also need to change your sleep schedule as far as the physical goes. But that's going to also fall into the mental. Your mental regiment has to change as well. Does that mean listening to less news or changing your hobby? No, it doesn't mean that you have to get rid of anything that you enjoy. You are simply changing the timeline so you focus on things that are more important. Maybe this means you're going to set a specific time out to be with the kids. Okay? Whatever it might be. I know a lot of you parents, you already do this, but I'm just saying, have that set in fucking stone. Don't change it. Now, it's my time here. Okay. I actually had to redo this video because the last time I did this, it ran for a long time. Because there are plenty of other videos that go into this. I think one of the best ones is a guy called Scandinavian Bob. He does a pretty good job. But I want you to understand there are going to be a couple detrimental effects along with the positive ones. Okay? Your yin and yang is still going to be there. Can't shake that. Alright? Now, if you remember this really old movie called 40 Days, where the guy went for Lent, he decided absolutely no sex of any type, not even foreplay or anything like that. He couldn't even kiss a girl. And he started like mentally, oh my God, I see tits and ass everywhere. That's going to happen. It's somewhere around the 2-week mark that happens. And when they said, don't worry, it passes, they're right, it does. But the kicker is, when those happen, you got to realize with the negative, you also have the positive. You're going to find that you have a lot more energy, a lot more time to do things that matter. This is important. This is what you're trying to work up to. So use that time wisely. Use that energy wisely. Now, before I go, last thing is you're going to feel, once you do this, you're going to feel your energy. At first, you're going to drop a little bit for the first couple of days. That's going to be a trying part. Then your energy is going to spike. This is going to be great because you, oh my God, look at all this stuff going. And then it's going to dip a little bit, again, right in that 2-week period, right towards the end of that. Now, if you're able to stay strong and not watch the porn or grab your freaking schlong. But after that, you're going to, what's called go back, you're going to go back up and you're going to flatline a bit. And then you're going to spike, like that first initial spike. And that's when you're really going to take off. All right. So be aware of this. Now, some people say keep a journal. Some people have other advice to give. This is mine. Try this out as a personal challenge. Just as a personal challenge to see how much you got. See how much you got inside you. Now, just be careful for one last thing, just a little bit of safety brief. For those of you who are married, once November is over, don't break the wife when you blow your whole combat load. I mean, seriously, don't hurt her. Or next November, she's going to be like, you do that again, and I'm going to kick you in the nuts. By the way, I'm not kidding. Well, he's actually a friend of a friend, and that's what his wife did. Well, she didn't kick him in the nuts. She kicked him in the thigh because she missed. So, regardless, all I can say is good luck to everybody in November. Hey, be strong, everybody. And I'll see you on the other side. This is your crazy uncle. I'm out.